Very happy. It was a great result, great teamwork, and yeah, it was a hard-fought race because Ferrari was quick, and especially today the toe was very powerful. Was hard to break away, and but yeah, we managed to hold on and to bring it home. Last year was my darkest moment of the season, and this year feels like a redemption. But it's great to be back on the top step. But of course, there's still one more race before summer break, and we wanna get another great result in order to go in summer break happy.
Yeah, it was quite an eventful race, but I'm quite happy with the results. Honestly, on a track like this where we expected to struggle, it wasn't a given. On Friday, we've had quite a few issues that we had to fix. In FP3, we didn't manage quite a way around those issues, and in qualifying, we finally found a way around those issues. And then from that moment onwards, it was quite a clean weekend. But yeah, I'm still working and in the process of trying to understand this car better and better and try to extract the maximum out of it. But I think Spa and Silverstone were the two not most difficult tracks, because there's Monza that is coming as well. But I'll say one of those tracks that are on the bad side of things for us, and to finish first and second is a really good effort in those two races.
I mean, overall, it's been, I think, a good race. Yeah, a little bit unlucky with the VSC compared to Charles, but the rest, just tried to do my race, some little balance limitations. But yeah, for us in the weekend, it was quite straightforward to beat P3. I think it's a good result.
A lot going on out there today. If we can take it back to the first lap, the moment with George, he came through the pen earlier and said he doesn't blame you for it. You got the penalty. Can we just get your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, sorry for George, because that's obviously ended his race. But I mean, I do agree that it was racing. Since it's not like I went aggressive and was misplaced or anything like that. So I think it was just an unfortunate scenario, which happens in racing. And then I had damage as well, so I carried that through the race. It was a tough one. I think my race pace was strong today, and I think without the damage and probably without yesterday, I think we could have been fighting for the win today.
It was certainly not a straightforward race. I felt like our pace was really good, especially at the beginning of the stints. It looked strong. Obviously after the damage with Leclerc, that made things definitely more difficult, and I struggled a lot for the rest of that stint. We were able to compensate a little bit for the second stint, and it looked a bit better again. But our race definitely was a little bit more difficult than it needed to be from that point on.
We had very strong pace. We were looking for the free air, and honestly, it's the best result we could have achieved today. So, not much to talk about really. It was just a perfect execution, and I'm very happy.
We should have been a lot better today, honestly. The pace was easily good enough for a potential podium. I mean, we just had a terrible pit stop. We had unlucky with the VSCs as well. I mean, we probably should have taken the VSC. It would have been a long stint on the medium, but I mean, I'm going to save more time by boxing under VSC than I am going to be by going 5 laps, longer. So, yeah, my life was just very difficult today, but the pace was very strong. So, still some positives, I guess.
Extremely happy. I think that's everything we could achieve this weekend. And what can I say? The team did an incredible job. It's also great to do this in front of more than 500 employees that came all the way from Switzerland, Bicester, Neuburg to watch us here. So yeah, for sure it was a great result.
Definitely, it's been a very strong weekend for us. I think we've really maximised in each session. For sure, it's a little bit of a shame to lose to Audi because, I think with a normal race we would have had the P8. But, fair play to them. They rolled the dice and capitalised on the VSC. So me and Gabby had a really fun fight towards the end, pushing each other on flat out. So I think we can be happy with our job this weekend. We've maximised, and looking forward to Budapest now.
Happy with the point, of course. It's been very positive for us. We are struggling a lot with the car, and to score a point in these conditions to be in front of an Audi and a big car, it is more than what we can do. So, of course, happy with that, but we need to improve a lot the car. We are too slow at the moment, and even though we maximized the weekend, we had a good quali and a good race. The car needs to be quicker, and we are just losing quite a lot of lap time in some corners. And compared to the Audis and the big cars, we are a little far. We did a step this weekend, which it was positive, but we need to do more. So we are trying to work hard to come back stronger.
Started badly with no power at the start, so I think I lost 2 positions. Managed to make it back. Fortunately, after we had a pole stop, which put us back, and again trying to fight back. It's quite frustrating race, stuck behind Liam for quite a long time, battling, passing me back, etc. It was a bit tricky, but yeah, unfortunately at the end we lost out and just finished outside the point, which is a bit disappointing. And yeah, I mean, especially looking at the gaps with the cars ahead, Audi, Bortoletto, and Lindblad, we're miles off. So. Yeah, we need to work.
You touched on it there. I mean, what do you take from the weekend as a whole, as a team?
It's not good enough, yeah.
It's frustrating, but honestly, after quali yesterday, I knew we weren't as quick as we needed to be. And then, yeah, good, like you said, good start, but just fighting a losing battle through the race.
I imagine quite keen to get your hands on those upgrades as well when they're available. And what do you take from the weekend as a whole heading to Hungary?
I mean, it's positive at least. Obviously, one car is very, very quick. So obviously, hopefully that translates to us next week. But we'll find out. Obviously, it's a very different track in Budapest, but I'm definitely excited to get out of here and over to there.
It was okay. A lot of fighting in the midfield, but it kind of paying the price for starting too far back. And then still, I think both our cars, we lost quite a bit on the start and lap 1, so that makes life even harder. But otherwise, I think the performance is there. The speed for the midfield battle, I think we were best of the rest together with the Racing Bulls, from what I can see. So that's pretty positive and encouraging.
Saw some contact with Esteban on the first lap. Can you talk us through that from your side, and then the rest of your race, how it unfolded?
Yeah, unfortunately, I got stuck in 4th gear basically before the incident and lost a lot of ground. Regarding the incident itself, I picked up a puncture, which was really unfortunate, disappointing to be honest, because honestly the car was quite fast. We were not on par, but much closer to the Audis, a clear step ahead of the Williams, so I was happy regarding the pace, but we lost a lot of time at the start there.
Pretty boring. At the back, nowhere really to be seen. So a bit frustrating. I thought in the beginning of the stint we had a bit of pace to stay with the group in front, and then as their pace picked up, our pace remained the same, and we just fell back. So frustrating. Need to figure out why I just struggled from qualifying onwards this weekend, and just need to address where that came from.
I started 19, had a very strong start, had a bit of contact in turn 1, the slightest of touches, damaged my front wing. First stint I was losing quite a lot of load. Quite a long pit stop to change the front wing and get the hard tires on. But from then on, once I changed the wing, I really was really quick on that second stint, and I managed to catch up on the people we were racing today. So at least happy with my pace, happy to see that since FP1 I was struggling a lot with the car, and we changed the car for quali and the race, and the car in the quali and the race was good, and I was quite quick.
We saw there was a little bit of contact with Ollie on the first lap. Can you talk us through that from your side, and then the rest of your race, how it unfolded?
Yeah, I mean, wrong place, wrong time, for both of us. Not much that, we could have done. We were 3 wide. I think Ollie had an issue. Suddenly his car stopped accelerating, after turn 10. So everybody tried to avoid him, and, I went on the inside. I was on the inside of Nico, actually, led past Nico. And then once Nico cleared, I was still down the inside. We touched. It's unfortunate, really, because that shouldn't have happened that way. But it didn't impede either of our race. We struggled overall to get any pace.
Sadly, the start was my engine kind of bogged down. I think the turbo wasn't fully up to speed or something in the start, so I kind of lost the benefit of the soft tire. Then we boxed for the hard, aiming to go to the end, but the tire deck was a bit bigger than we thought. But sadly, not much action for me, but good thing we finished, which means again we can learn a lot from this weekend.
Yeah, we try to do our best and complete the laps, learn about the car, and let's see next week.
Yeah, we were struggling with energy during the whole race, just not working properly, and then some gearbox issues, so looking into it.
We had a race suspension failure and we had to retire the car.
Just looking at the weekend as a whole, what can you take from this one as we move on to Hungary?
It was a very tricky. We struggled a lot with Australian speed. Somehow we've been lacking a lot of, even in the race I was down couple of tenths, and unfortunately that meant we couldn't fight for longer with the Haas of Esteban, but hopefully we are able to sort it all out and be in a better boat for Hungary.
What can you tell us about the incident with Lewis there and the build-up to it?
Well, it all started from the build-up. I came out of turn 1. For whatever reason, I was 30 to 40% down on my battery, and I just got totally swamped up by 3 cars. Incident with Lewis, I've not really seen it. I thought probably a racing incident, but I'm not going to blame Lewis. If things were normal, I wouldn't have been even battling with Lewis. I'd have been battling with Kimi and Max ahead.
Touched on the frustrations yesterday that you're feeling. I mean, where do you go from here, George?
Yeah, it's one thing after another. Not good enough on all regards. So try and reset again. Done it enough times this season and see what we can do.